we're live.
Yep.
Not necessarily live, but do you still want to do the live show? We said we were going to do that back in like September.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Especially if we're like on location.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We can. I know a couple places that would allow us to shoot the podcast there on location.
No, but we're still going to shoot it. I meant live, like let's be on Instagram live. Well, and then when
I thought
we
you meant
cut
a
it
live
up,
audience.
No, I want to do a big time live audience here. You already know that the party.
Yeah.
But and when I probably am going to do it, and we'll talk about it on the pod. But that big comedy festival is Uncle Lazer's podcast is leading it off.
Oh yeah, and that's being shot here.
Yeah.
Oh wow. When is that again?
It's the Sunshine State Comedy Festival.
Oh wow.
4 days, crazy headliners.
Gotcha.
But I think they should shoot right. Like if they want to use our pod, figure it out.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Cool.
Or do they have to come on our show to do that?
Yeah, I think that should be the way to earn their badge. I mean, we got to make sure they know what they're doing, so they need to come on our show first.
True.
Again, we can't have like we had some guests.
But they're like bringing their own stuff, our own photographers. But maybe we just say maybe you got to use ours.
Yeah. It's our content. Well, get out of here.
Let's get into it.
All right.
Welcome to the What's Good Tampa Show. What's Good Tampa Show. This is where we talk about all things Tampa Bay and beyond. Coming to you from the Gimmick in Ybor City, here's your hosts, Austin and Sean.
All right, we're back again.
We're back.
Wow.
Loving it.
Yeah,
feeling good.
This is doing good. Feeling good. Yeah, if you guys don't already know, make sure you go follow the show on YouTube, Instagram, or even on TikTok nowadays. So, yeah, definitely
made the call. You said had to do it.
Yeah, make sure you go over there. Also, too, if you didn't check out last episode, We talked about how we reformatted the show.
Not even reformatted.
I guess
we formatted from the jump.
Yeah.
We went. What we decided is we're actually going to do what we wanted to do in the beginning.
Yeah, got it.
But if you guys know the show from the past, we're taking a bunch of episodes down because Sean can't be trusted. But
especially
also,
you get a few bourbons in them.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Now we have a new show called The Shoot. It is our bonus footage. Every week we will shoot a show where we save our wild and crazy opinions and thoughts behind a paywall. It's only $6 a month, and it will include all of the lost content that we weren't able to put up because of my antics, and yours sometimes too.
Well, we haven't shot the first episode of The Shoot yet.
We haven't shot a new one, but we're going to have a bunch of content up there from the ones we don't have on this platform.
Well,
and the ones we're taking
When
down.
are we going to shoot The Shoot?
The first shoot is going to be shot in 2 days. When we shoot for our next shot in 2 days, 3 days, Friday, Saturday. It's going to be a weekend day.
A weekend,
because the shoot, you have to be ready.
Yeah. I can't be doing that during the week.
No.
But yeah, the one thing your business plan was missing that I was just disappointed in, I still can't get it from you.
Okay.
Is a committed day that we're shooting the podcast.
Yeah, it's just tough to commit.
Yeah,
for you.
No, for you, it's tough to commit because I've been asking for this forever.
So let's do this.
If you just made day,
you know what? This is glad we're doing this.
Yeah.
We're each going to make a sacrifice. You're going to pick the day. I'm going to pick the location. And it's every single time. See, every single time. Give me the day.
What do you mean to pick the location? This is where we shoot the show.
And we're going to shoot up there as well.
I don't mind shooting up there every once in a while.
Once a week.
But we have this beautiful set here.
Oh, we'll be here multiple times. By the way, if you didn't hear last episode, you definitely should. We're shooting 3 shows a week. 3 What's Good Tampa shows a week. 1 with the shoot where we get it where it needs to be.
I don't even care if it's a weekend we dedicate, but we need to just find a day that this is always when we're going to do it.
I agree.
Yeah.
So you pick the day, I'll pick the location. Because we're going to be here multiple times anyway. So we might as well just run and jump. Here's the thing, though, too, is it's a little bit of a trek. And I know it's a little bit of a trek. We have different situations. But, like, my thing is, yes, I will, but you work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So I have to dedicate.
To drive through this bullshit traffic to get here.
No, you were going to drive through that bullshit traffic to get home.
Well, no, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
I went a completely different way to get here.
Okay, but I'm saying you're going through the same bullshit traffic.
No, not exactly.
Pretty close. Pretty close. But yes, I agree with you 100%.
All right, so we'll find a committed day. But anyway, we're doing pretty good at getting the show back out there.
Yes.
After my divorce and everything, it was a little hiatus.
Yeah.
Took a while to get back on a consistent basis.
And
we
nursed you back to health.
We nursed me back to health. Yeah, I'm doing well.
Yes, that's awesome.
Giving it.
And that's good. I mean, it's not something I've ever been through. I've had a lot of friends, family members go through that, and it's something for not this show. But I'm just glad to see that you're happy, you're healthy, and everything everything worked out.
Yeah, divorce. I highly recommend it for all you married people out there. It's great. It's a great thing.
So on the shoot, actually, too, I'm going to go into some prying questions about that. And if you want to watch that, like I said, it's $6 a month, but it's going to get real.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
So what do you got for me? Come on.
So let's start off here. One of the things I wanted to talk about. First of all, do you have any like Christmas like traditions you and your family do? Or
Absolutely.
Really? What are they?
One, everyone does this probably, but with the kids especially, and me growing up as a kid, you always do the Christmas Eve night. You get to pick one present out and open it.
Yeah, we used to do that too. Yep. My grandma used to always let us do that. It was like never my parents' decision, so she'd always just
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And you'd always want to like get the one that's either a video game or you'd have to like, oh, maybe it's a board game. And then as we got older, maybe like in the high school or something, they used to say like, why don't you open this one first? And then you don't really care because you're not a kid.
Right.
But yeah, what do you have for traditions?
Well, every like
Everyone
Christmas
gets
time,
sloppy drunk.
Yeah. I take a trip over to St. Augustine every year for like Christmas time. Yeah, not
just to see the lights.
Just to see the lights. I love St. Augustine. Have you ever been there?
I have. I actually lived out there for a while.
You lived in St. Augustine?
I promoted a club and was out there. I lived in just south of there for 4 months.
Oh, okay.
5 months.
Yeah, I love it. I love the little historic downtown and the beach over there. Yeah, it's cool. It's very old. First city in the entire country.
Yeah, I've stayed at a bunch of Airbnbs there. Very cool bars. I mean, it is definitely a trendy, cool town for sure.
Yeah, I love it. So every Christmas time I go there, and it's beautiful with all the lights.
Do you just go for the day, or do you get an Airbnb?
No, I get an Airbnb. Usually I stay at this place called the Casablanca Inn, which
I was gonna say they have bed and breakfast.
Yeah, it's a little bed and breakfast there. But this is the first year I'm going, and I'm staying in an Airbnb. So
really,
yeah. I'm excited about that. So if you're in St. Augustine in December, like 22nd ish,
you'll be there.
I'll be there. Another thing though I really like is the boat parade, the lighted boat parade. Have you been to the boat parade yet?
No, we were in the only boat parade I was in was when the Lightning won the Stanley Cup, and we went.
That's always a fun one too. Yeah, when the Lightning or when the Bucks won the Super Bowl, they did the boat parade too. Remember when Brady threw the trophy in? Did you know that when he threw that trophy from the boat to the other boat, the actual daughter of the person who made the trophy tried to sue Tom Brady for like traumatic stress?
On the thing?
Like basically like my dad made that trophy and like it stressed me out so much watching you throw the trophy from one boat to
So they were just saying maybe he'll pay me? Dude, he went to he went to the Supreme Court for the Deflategate. He ain't gonna just give you money on the
But anyways, the holiday lighted boat parade. So that was one of the things I just wanted to mention that I like to do every holiday.
When is that?
That's on December 23rd.
Sweet. Will you be back for that?
I'm probably gonna miss it this year.
Well, no, if you go there the 22nd, stay. Come back early. You can get both.
Yeah, maybe I will then, because it's one of those things that it's just really cool. Everybody decorates their boats. They go down like Riverwalk and everything, and there's a whole path that they go. You can see.
And if you wanted to rent a boat, Tampa Marine Group is the way to do it.
Yep. So yeah, Tampa Bay Marine Group. I guess former sponsor at this point, but great company.
No,
regardless,
they're just the best.
So definitely the boat parade, December 23rd. That's something. If you've never been, you should check it out, dude.
I might.
Yeah, you should. I think the kids will love
it. Do people just walk down Riverwalk and check it out?
Yeah, you just walk down, or you can even be along Bay Shore because that's like the path they go. And
everyone bundled up.
Yeah, just
now. Is this cold for you? I mean, today was whatever 51.
Dude, this is freezing.
Really?
Dude. Oh, dude, I'm dying. I hate it.
In Vermont, I called my buddy. Called me. It's snow flurries. It was 22 this morning in Vermont.
See, I would just die. I would just kill myself. I think it's that fucking bad, dude. I cannot handle it.
The problem up there is you go through an extended amount of time without seeing the sun. That hurts.
Oh wow,
that hurts.
See, I can't. I couldn't even imagine.
That
dude.
hurts. I mean, we've had some 4 or 5 shitty days in a row. You get some sun, but like you can feel the difference.
Really? Yeah. See, fuck that, dude. I'm not doing that. I mean, if it gets under 70, I'm like cold, dude.
But you would go like have you ever traveled to the cold for like, I'll go to Colorado, or have you ever gone where there was snow, or have you just?
I mean, I have gone where there's snow, but not like
not happy about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like get in a car. We're going to see Graham.
Yeah, like I don't want to ever go skiing, like or go on a ski trip. No, because I don't want to be in the snow.
Yeah, but that's all it comes down to me. Such good clothing now that you wouldn't even know the difference.
God, I don't know. I just
a windburn face.
Yeah, yeah. It just sounds all terrible to me. Everything about it, quite frankly. But
it's like sailing for me. Remember when you went on that? Like you found yourself. Sailing?
Yeah, I found myself on a sailing trip, which was awesome. I would definitely do that again.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyway, yeah. So I just wanted to bring up that. And there's also, too, another thing I like to do this time of year is down at Curtis Hickson Park right here downtown. They have the Winter Village, which is fun because
we do that up north.
Do you? Okay, yeah. They basically have, little shop vendors that are basically like in containers that they put down there just for this time period. And then they have a big ice skating rink down there, too. So you can go down there and ice skate. If you've never been ice skating, it's,
Yeah, in Wesley Chapel, again, at the Sawgrass Mall, they do the Winter Wonderland thing with the big tree and the train ride. It's a lot of fun, too. Yeah. All the shops in there, shops at Wiregrass, and that's a lot of fun. And I think that starts like right in December 1st, and it goes to the whole. But it's fun, definitely. But it's so crowded. Like those places are just like. Haven't you ever seen a big tree? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? But
we don't have a lot of opportunities to ice skate here in Florida, so this is like a big deal for us.
With kids, I'll just throw them on the shoulder and they can see over everybody. Tallest. But what I was going to say is, watching your Tampa is Life channel, I saw you did like a top 5 rooftop bars in Tampa.
Yeah.
I wanted you to give me, like, especially during the holiday season, it's a little bit colder, but a lot of people like that feeling when it's not so hot. What are your top 3 rooftop bars that you would suggest to go to in Tampa right now?
So one of them, I would say probably one of my favorites, it's over in St. Pete actually, is the Canopy.
Okay.
Which is at the Birchwood hotel there, and it's on the roof up there, and it's got great views of the water. Got tons of heaters and stuff, so if it is cold this time of year,
the epic Florida space heaters.
Yeah, the full heater gimmick. That's a good one. Another one I like is M-Bird, which is at Armature Works. They've got great drinks. It's not like a super high rooftop. You know how big Armature Works. It's not like you're on top of a high rise or anything. But again, you got good views of the river, and then like the sun goes down on that side over there, so it's like you can get a good sunset.
That's pretty cool.
And a lot of times too, if you're into that type of thing, they have like a DJ and music up there,
and you get that cityscape look. You can see like the buildings.
Yeah, and now one that I haven't been to yet, but I keep hearing really good things about is the New Edition Hotel over in Channelside on Water Street. There apparently they've got a really nice rooftop bar.
I've seen a bunch of like ads for it.
Yeah. So I got to get in there.
Maybe that's where we go next week.
That would be a good one.
And we go up there and just get a couple drinks, and then like maybe we'll shoot our pod.
Yeah.
We'll go over there, get footage.
Yeah.
And then come back here, and after that we shoot the shoot.
that could be
the thing.
What was the one rooftop bar that used to be down here? Was it Zara?
Well, Santa Stefano's is awesome.
Yeah, Santa Stefano has a good rooftop bar.
Are you talking about? Yeah,
it was the club.
Piranha.
Yeah.
It gets wild.
Is that even still there?
Yeah, right where the shooting was.
Of course. Yeah, of course. So anyway,
No, that's cool. Rooftop bars are cool. I do enjoy them when it's like, this isn't cold for me. Obviously 51 is, Vermont is crazy. I've only been here 3.5 years. I mean, I feel it differently than I did, but this isn't like crazy. I kind of like putting on a hoodie.
Yeah.
I kind of like that whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rooftop bar, they all have that like red hot metal gimmick.
Yeah, I love those. That's what I do. I just stand next to those fucking things all night.
But you can't even enjoy it, or you just underneath it.
And I love the heat, dude. Yeah. I mean, I like to be hot. I'd rather be hot than
cold. Give you the heat.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, we can't do that anymore, Daddy. Like, we can't have nice things because
you just call me Daddy.
No, I call myself Daddy. Daddy can't be trusted on a live. Another shout out to our new show, The Shoot. It's where me and Austin say the things that we are not committed to saying here on this show, and it gets wild. And we have a bunch of content that's going out that we can't put up on this end. But back to Tampa, rooftop bars are cool, but where are there bars that I'm not from here, obviously, and I don't remember in the past of being here. Is there any cool bars that do Christmas right, where they're like holiday bars, they deck it out, make it look cool? Or is that more for like those places you're saying, like, I'm sure Armature Works does a thing during the holiday season, like they do Halloween, they do I'm sure they have a Christmas town.
Yeah.
Is there any like bars that like deck it out right? Because sometimes you even get like some of those dive bars, and they're just like, I'm going to buy the shittiest decorations, stick them on the wall, and call it a Christmas party.
Like the press box. Yeah, totally. Yeah, like that.
Now, does that have any like garland or anything up yet? Any lights in it?
They don't
like
have
Christmas
shit
lights?
Up, dude. No, there's nothing up
well,
there.
Like Reservoir Bar, I feel like they really try to like deck it out and make it like for the holidays. Shout out Reservoir Bar right down the street from us.
Are there good ones in Ybor? I mean, I haven't been down 7th since the shooting. So is there a lot of decorations?
I don't know, but I think they're doing this summer. They put a lot of new lighting out all the way down to the bodega over here.
Oh, they
did you notice that? All those nice, and they redid the pavers on the sidewalks all the way down.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So
they're trying.
I guarantee during Christmas it's going to look awesome. They're going to have the lights across. I guarantee it.
Nice.
But yeah.
I wanted to find the one place I've been wanting to try out really bad, and now I'm stumbling on trying to find it. But there is a place. Have you seen it? Like, it's a cigar bar / like, I guess a cigar bar is a bar and cigar place.
Is it a rooftop?
No, it's not a rooftop, but it's an old church that they turned into a cigar bar.
Haven't seen it.
Shit, I'm gonna have to find the name during the break and bring it up.
Because I was gonna say there's a brand new cigar bar that's not quite a rooftop, but it's on the 3rd floor over by Centro. And it's pretty good. I went up there. It's pretty awesome.
Really?
But there's so many cigar bars in Ybor. It's wild.
Well, of course, the cigar capital of the world.
It's crazy. Do you smoke cigars?
No.
But you would.
Yeah. I mean, maybe once a year.
You vape, you know?
Once a year, maybe I'll smoke. The Grand Cathedral Cigars.
Oh, there we go.
That is the place I was talking about. So it's in, I believe it's in like the Seminole Heights area.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go try it. Maybe we'll go do that.
Best cigar lounge in the world voted 2022.
Oh, by who? Same place.
I don't know. Probably some cigar magazine. But
I was going to say, or what about Creative Loathing didn't even vote us. We couldn't even have been a choice.
Don't even get me started on those guys.
Will you have a rant for the shoot for them?
Oh, you know I will. But anyway, yeah, that place looks cool. So
all right, we're going
Check out Grand Cathedral Cigars. Maybe we'll go there and
shoot a gimmick.
Yeah, let's do it. I would love to go there and check out.
All right, when we come back, though, I have a couple questions to ask you about next week.
Oh, boy.
And what we got going on, but we will be right back.
We're back. We did an episode 2 or a segment 2 episodes ago called Sean's Comments, if you recall.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Which I'm sure you probably don't want to get back into.
No, we can do that for sure.
No, we don't have to get full into it, but I will say one of the comments, the first one, the guy says, I like this guy, which is your first positive comment you've gotten so far. So you can thank Edward Jones.
Eddie, thanks, dude.
For giving you that popular
I appreciate that.
Encouraging comment. And then
hopefully that's one of the ones we can keep on there.
Yep, and then with our clip that we talked about Ric Flair and how sad that is to see him declining here in Tampa.
So I hated you.
Someone says apparently old Rick doesn't have a single friend, and I think he's got a lot of friends. I mean, he was certainly.
Oh, I think people love him. Listen, listen. At the end of the day, how old is he? 72? What is he?
I don't
70s?
know. How old is Ric Flair?
Dude, he's old. But at the end of the day, do you want to be completely coherent when you're 75?
74. Dude.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
what are we doing? And let me ask you a question. Yeah. You've been in the business. Was he making great choices all those years?
I mean, he did things right, obviously. Was he from making a drug and alcohol? Probably not. You know, the guy apparently can really, really party, and he's still doing it at 74.
But that's my point is, like, what do we think about him?
Yeah.
Like, I guess
he's
you
an
said
icon.
it's sad.
He's a legend.
But what I'm saying is it sad, or is that what we thought?
Or is that what we want to be doing when we're 74?
They were who we thought they were. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, true.
You don't get into wrestling, I don't think, to have a great life after the ring.
Right.
Aren't they still showing up at WrestleManias?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, again,
how about Hogan?
He seems on top of the world. Yeah, did you see that Nick Hogan got a DUI again?
No, but I thought I saw it posted on something.
Yeah.
But did he again, or was it?
As far as I know.
I thought that was from back in the day, but he did look kind of old.
Yeah, no, I think he just got one.
I mean, again, are we judging him for getting? I mean, how many?
Well, I mean, the guy almost killed somebody.
I know.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Nick Hogan arraigned on December 18th. Following. Oh, I guess that was. Well, why is it? Oh, arraigned. So he has to go.
His arraignment is the 18th.
Is on the 18th. Okay. Yeah, so damn, his mugshot looks fucking rough, dude. But anyway.
Yeah, but he, I mean, he's, what, it must be.
He almost killed a kid.
Yeah, but can I say this? It's got to be tough to be him, Hogan's son.
You got a lot to live up to, I guess. Yeah.
And you've seen their videos where Dad puts him over and he's doing the thing.
Oh yeah, on Instagram.
Are you into that, or is that?
That's another one we need to go do.
I feel like he can't work like that.
We need to go to Hogan's Hangout karaoke night one time. It's
Jimmy
on Wednesday nights. Yeah, so maybe we do that. Clearwater Beach, Hogan's Hangout Wednesday night karaoke.
When you watch
that
those things,
sounds like a good time.
Do you just feel like though that you can't work like Dad? Is Nick not being able to work like him?
Yeah, no, of course.
He's trying the gimmick, and it's just like
man, fucking guy cannot get it together.
So we're going. Well, no, I mean, if he got a Dewey, that doesn't mean like it's the first time he drank and drove again. He just
the time he got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh fuck, dude.
It sucks.
I don't even remember where I was going with it. Oh yeah. Okay. So
don't drink and drive.
Oh yeah. Don't drink and drive. Obviously. Back to Sean's comments. We'll do one more real quick.
Okay.
This one is
another positive, I'm guessing.
Yeah. This was on year one about how we are more basically like other animals than apes.
Okay.
And this person says, except apes are what we are connected to the most. Can you give some feedback to C? His name is C.
C?
Yeah. What animal? Why don't you answer that for him? What animal are we more like
so I will say this. We're linked to a bunch of different animals. I guess.
But what more so than apes?
My point was there's many, and if you want me to get some studies and stuff, no. But there is animals. But here's
you
the
can't
thing.
Name one.
I absolutely can.
Okay,
and
I can't wait.
Here's the thing, though. I'm not going to get into this scientific argument because C is just saying, like, oh yeah, we're
common knowledge.
Well, no, what he's saying is like because they look the most like us. I have a feeling. Yeah. And I was talking about like genetically. So let me ask you a question. So like, if that's the case and we're directly linked to them, then why, if we have heart problems, don't we just take a monkey's heart? We're right there. We're directly. Let's see what he says. We're literally what we're connected to the most.
Yeah. Apes are literally.
But then why don't we use their body parts to help us, or why don't we're directly connected to them the most?
Because there's other humans out there that we could use their body parts.
No, there's a lot of people on waiting lists for a liver right now that cannot get a human liver.
Maybe we can use the monkeys. I don't know.
Well, that's C. C knows.
C must know. So thank you, C, for chiming in.
And if you'd like to, C, if you'd like, I'll post some stuff just to explain where I was coming from.
Yeah, so leave your comments for Sean, and then we will read them here on the show.
And we won't have to
give
your
one of my favorite new segments, I think.
Yeah, we don't have to do their names every time because they won't. If you're like, well, a lot of these people aren't
probably
real
want
names either.
Well, yeah, I mean, but they like to hear their stuff read out loud. That's the whole point.
Yeah. So speaking of live podcasts too, is do you feel like the way podcasts are going, there's so many, and I heard some crazy stat like 75% of all podcasts don't make it 1 month.
Oh wow,
really? Yeah, which is crazy. Like, why don't you just keep? But like, I just think it's because like people, I know a bunch of people that are like, hey, can I rent your room to do podcasts all the time? It's like, but then they're like, oh, we'll do it this day, and they don't do anything. So like, when you say we have to like commit, dude, we're 2+ years committed. Yeah. And, that was just on a whim, and we did it. Like, it's crazy. I'm pumped that we're, like, refocused, and we're going to let Tampa Bay. Here's the thing we're going to do, and I don't care about creative world, and we won't get into that right now, but I want to put ourselves on the map as, like, I believe we're the most entertaining podcast in Tampa, but, like, I want other people to know that, too.
Right, sure.
And there isn't that many good Tampa podcasts, but then you go into, like, Bubba.
Yeah.
Bubba's back. I watch. Sometimes he comes up on video feeds. He's only got like 30, 40, 50 live viewers. Like he's watching on, but I'm sure that it gets, tens of thousands over the time. But like, that's somebody that was on the radio getting hundreds of thousands of views.
Very well known.
Yeah, very well known, very high paid. Yeah. So, I don't know that live gimmick. I mean, 102.5 The Bone still does it.
Yeah.
And they still have I guess in Tampa radio still hits. People still listen to the radio. But this live podcast thing, like how are you going to be able to stream live? Is that going to be a thing, or is it just going to be you get it when you get it?
What do you mean for us?
Wouldn't it be more for anybody? Wouldn't it be more exciting to be listening to it live when they come on? And now I know some podcasts, like they're posting it live. It's a 7-second delay, just like radio. Mm-hmm. And then when it's done, it just stays there.
Yeah.
But that first one's live. I kind of like that because it makes you do what you like. On those radio shows that were 4 hours long or 3 hours long, there was no like, you had a 7, reject button, but you had a 7-second delay and that's it.
Right.
So you were just saying what you felt at the time you felt. Going on Instagram Live, I guess it's the same, but not really, because it's like video feed. It's not like I can't interact live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's just not a thing.
Yeah, I mean, why doesn't like Rogan
I
or
think
any of those
also
other guys
too,
do it live?
when you were listening to 102.5 and it was Bubba and he was battling Calta. Like that was like the best.
Yeah, that was a good time.
It was the
in radio.
best time.
That was. It
was like
just listening to them fight and battle
back and forth. And MJ, you know, all those people, and they killed the pig, and he went to, you know, he went to and beat it in court. Like it was like these radio wars, and you know, Howard was, you know, the one that started that, because I believe once you become the biggest, you can talk shit to anybody.
Yeah.
And Bubba was way bigger, and then Calta, you know, whatever, and all that thing that happened with the tape or whatever. But it was fun and entertaining, but you were doing it live. Like, dude, I remember there was a time where Bubba got kicked off 102.5, and I would go back and forth during the commercial breaks to listen to 102.5. It just, and you weren't really, I mean, you were taking sides maybe in your head, but like this was happening in real time. They were both just saying something completely
and then
opposite.
They would call into each other's show.
And overtalk. So if you were listening to it on the AM radio that Bubba had to go on, you only heard him. Right. If you went on the other one, 102.5, you'd hear Calta. But like, that doesn't exist anymore. It's all streaming. So like you talk shit on a stream and somebody responds, then the other person. It's like Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. So like he does a rap song, then he does a rap. Like nothing's like on live.
Right. Yeah. Do you think it? Like, it's sad that the war ended, but do you think the part of that was when Bubba got basically they found out he was buying views or listens or whatever?
Well, so that's another thing I remember too, is like he would say, the crazy thing is I remember Bubba saying to somebody else like, oh, you got clock turners or whatever they said. There's these like machines.
Right.
And he was talking shit to other people, and then somebody was talking shit about him doing it, and he would just be like, that's liable if you're saying that, because that means all those years I had, I was like faking the thing. And then I guess it turns out to be...
they caught him. They caught him, and then like I think that was kind of the end of the war. I feel like after that it was like no more.
But at the end of the day, as a person, it was like, what did you? Even if he was getting those shares by cheating, if you will, like it's like steroids in baseball, hitting home runs because you're taking steroids, like. But was he still more entertaining than what else was on?
I mean, to me, he was. I was never a Calta fan.
But that's the other thing, too, is like now you go into this thing where it's like, are you a Bucks fan or a, you know what I mean? But if you're in the same city, it really begins to be like this binary thing.
I did like Meredith, though.
Meredith. I don't know who that is.
She was on MJ show, I think.
Oh, really?
Hottie. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I think she might have been on with Calta, too. I think.
Meredith.
Yeah.
All right.
Blonde chick. Anyway.
So you were in the full gimmick. You were in it.
I was in it.
Radio Wars. But don't you miss that?
Yeah, no, I do. Do you remember, too, when Bubba was on Howard, like on Sirius for a little bit?
Yeah.
And then Howard
No, he was
him.
like, after this is another thing. Well, I don't think Howard fired him. I think they didn't renew his contract or whatever. But Howard also was a big change. He was like this gung-ho guy that was like, just like Ric Flair we were just talking about. That makes a good point, is like Howard, Bubba, these people that were on and they were what they were then, they're just going through their heyday. It's working, so they keep pressing it more and more. But one day they wake up and they're 50.
Right.
And Howard's just probably like, go get the shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's like you just change your outlook, and like I think that just happens. But no one wants to allow that. Like if Howard changes within 2 years, people will like hate that for 10 years.
Right.
But it takes time, and then over time you're just like, I don't listen to Howard anymore, or whatever. You know, so but like that Sirius XM Radio Connect, that was all him.
Yeah.
He literally said, and a lot of people say like Rogan, was one of the first two, but it was the radio. So even though Howard wasn't a quote unquote podcast, because he wasn't casting a conversation, he was, because he was on the internet radio.
Right. Yeah.
And it was there. Like the only thing you couldn't do, I guess, is stream. You had to buy the things where you could like go back and listen to old episodes. So it would be so funny though to like have. I mean, Calta and Bubba aren't ever going to be friends again. Let's keep it in Tampa, but like have them sitting in chairs. Listening to one of their old episodes where they're battling, it'd be amazing.
What if you got them here in the comedy show to roast each other? How awesome would that be?
I don't think they can legally. I don't.
Oh, really?
Because of the whole Hogan gimmick. They're on both sides of that. You know what they all said about that, right?
I don't know.
Well, Bubba claims that Spice Boy stole the videotape during a yard sale out of his house, gave it to Calta, who gave it to his agent, who knew Gawker.
Oh.
Now, this is just what I've heard. This is one side of it. And... like that's how it got out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I did hear that. I think it was Spice Boy that stole the tape.
But whatever happened, I'm just saying I loved the war.
Yeah, the war was
I missed
the best.
the war.
I missed the war too.
Well, speaking of wars, we're gonna fire up the new show that we got coming down the hatch. But Man, I like this Tampa gimmick again. Do you like where we're at?
Feels good. Feels good to be back. Feels good to be back.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming out again.
You're shutting off the show?
Oh, yeah, I was going to.
No, dude. I'm still going, dude. I'm still going.
All right, hit me with it.
I mean, it's just good. It's good to be back. You know, it's also good to be back if you're a Lightning fan. I know you're not a hockey guy, right? You're not a hockey guy. But
I mean, I like hockey.
We've been to a couple games.
Yeah.
Nothing like going to a Lightning game. If you've never been to a Lightning game, it's so much fun. And now, finally, our goalie, Vasilevsky, is back in the starting lineup. He was hurt for a while.
Okay.
Now he's back in the game, and we still got our asses kicked last night. 5-1. At
home?
Yeah. No, this was in Colorado.
Okay.
But fuck, dude, we are having a terrible start to the season. So, Lightning, we're going to get some of these players in here to discuss what's going on this season, why they feel we're in the slump.
I love hockey because you can get like an old, wily veteran like Stamkos, and he just keeps playing.
Yeah. Well, let's get Greg in here, too, and he can share his input on what the heck's going on. So, welcome back, Vasilevsky, but let's get this shit together, please.
Is it time? It's time for them to make a run.
It's time to make a run. Another thing we talked about doing last episode is, and we'll bring it up here, is like doing more like food reviews, going out and doing that stuff. I'm excited
on the street
about
interviews.
That.
Me too.
Yeah, but I didn't tell you. So the other day, I was out trying to do a food review, matter of fact, over in Tampa. I'm not going to name the place because you'll see the clip I'm going to post. But basically, I was outside of the restaurant getting ready to do my video.
Okay.
And I'm doing I'm holding the camera, I'm filming myself, getting ready to go in, you know, the whole vlog style type of video I like to do. And I'm like, what's good, Tampa? And then all of a sudden, I hear the door open behind me. Sure enough, the store owner comes out and basically just tells me, you can't film here. You can't film here.
And were you on a public street? Sidewalk?
Yeah, I was on the public street.
Oh, this is great.
And you can't film here. You can't film here. And I'm like, oh, well, I wanted to come do a review. And he goes, oh, I know what you do. I know what you do.
So he follows you.
Yeah, so he basically has seen the channel, and he goes, I don't like what you do. I don't like what you do to small business. You say you don't like something, that hurts my business. And we've had this conversation a million times. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Dave Portnoy had something very similar happen on the pizza reviews.
Oh, really?
Some guy came out and said, you hurt businesses. I don't like what you do on business. But it's like, I would, if you're, you know how I feel. If your shit sucks, you have to be held accountable. It made me
feel like they were very already not confident in what they were serving.
Did they let you review it?
No, I left, dude. I left. But I have the whole confrontation on tape.
Really?
Because I never stopped recording.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I'm going to post it. That's why I don't want to say what the business is yet. I'll just let you guys find out.
You can find out.
Yeah, you can find out by watching the video what business I'm at. But this guy was irate and basically just told me I'm not welcomed at his restaurant.
Ever again?
Ever, yeah.
Had you ever eaten there before?
No, I never had been there before.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I drive by it all the time.
So I wonder which one, because you babyface 90%.
Usually, but whatever video he saw, he did not like.
Or he thinks my stuff's terrible.
Or maybe he saw you and just said, I'm not welcome. I don't know, but he's like, yeah, I've seen your videos. I don't want you in here critiquing my restaurant, my food. I'm like,
I would want that.
And he was pretty aggressive about it. Again, wait till you watch this clip.
I can't wait. Punked you out.
Yeah. I guess so. I mean, look, you don't want me to eat there, then fine. I'm not going to eat there, but I am going to tell everybody what an asshole you are.
Oh, shit.
And again, you'll see this clip, and it'll explain that. But it was just a crazy aggressive approach this guy had.
I can appreciate
me
that.
Outside and just rushing out the door to make sure I don't even get in the door.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, just saying he follows the channel and does not like it.
So he follows you and hates you?
Follows me and hates me. I'm sure I got some haters out there. I met a nice guy who followed me at the press box yesterday.
Sweet.
And then we played darts. A very nice guy. I kicked his ass in darts.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, I did.
I would work you out in darts.
See, I don't think so. After last night's game, I'm feeling pretty good about darts. So that's another one, but anyway, we'll save that for another episode.
For sure.
But okay, all right, I'll let you sign off now since you're in a rush to get out of here.
Well, not a rush to get out of here.
10 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But guys, thank you so much for the support. You know where to find me, vintage_gimmick on Instagram, The Gimmick on Facebook, 2213 6th Avenue. We do 6 shows, comedy shows a week here at The Gimmick as well. Where do we find you?
Tampa is Life, TampaIsLife.com. You know the deal.
All right. Till next time. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the What's Good Tampa Show. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at What's Good Tampa Show, or visit what'sgoodtampa.com to get involved with the show. See you next time.